Alright, I wanted to bring up an update on the Asus VivoBook S15 inch OLED screen, which is one of the nice features of this laptop. Basically, it's a Snapdragon, and you guys saw a couple previous videos, but just wanted to update you on one thing. Capture One is one of the softwares that I use. I'm a Fuji for photography user, and their software is pretty good. And one of the downers when I first purchased this laptop, which was a week ago or a week and a half, shouldn't be more than that, was that I could not even install Capture One. So I just kept tab on what was being posted on the website. They don't even mention anything as it being made native for the Snapdragon processors, but I went ahead and downloaded the trial version again, and I noticed it was a newer version. So right now, that's the latest download version is 16.4.3.2158, and I went to different forums and blogs and so on, where people were just asking, hey, this is not, I'm trying to install it in the new Snapdragons and it's not working. So again, I noticed from my prior download, it was a newer version. So I said, well, let me give it a try. And so we're gonna go to downloads here, and that's what I've got. And I'm just gonna go ahead and run the installation. Before, it would just basically kick me right out of the installation. It wouldn't even start. But this time around, we have a completely different story, which is actually great. Again, that this just speaks into the support that's already being little by little being either by the operating system or product manufacturers. Firmware update. I know I did get a firmware update from Asus, and or in this case, which I strongly believe it's Capture One, that now, before I wouldn't even, don't remember if I would get this far, but then I'll click OK, and I see a wonderful screen that gave me hope. I just went through the prompts, and it does install a few additional pieces of software that it needs to run, and there it is. It's actually extracting files. So while that finishes, I'm assuming at this point that this is working in compatibility mode with Windows. Once we load this, the software, we can check in the task manager. All right, so as expected, or as I was guessing, I guess is the right word to say, Capture One is running in x64 mode, which, of course, it's not native, but I should be able to run it. I'm going to do a testing later of how it behaves. I can make some comparisons with maybe the MacBook M1 or my other Windows PCs, but here you can tell, if it's either running natively on ARM64 for a lot of the applications I'm using. I have Adobe, I have Chrome, and so on. Those are all that already native on ARM64, and Capture One as of now is x64. But I only expect for this to be updated at some point. But now the big news for those that are already using Capture One and were bummed out, like me, when we realized that it wouldn't run on ARM. Now it can run in x64 emulation, but it's just this is one step ahead now. So we should expect Capture One come up with the actual native ARM64 version of it. All right, we'll talk about it later, and I'll bring some updates if I find actual problems with it, or if the speed of it it's just not acceptable. But I don't foresee that to be a problem, because other applications that are running in emulation mode, x64 or x86, they're running really well, very speedy as well so far. All right, we'll talk later.